И опять-таки привет всем, зрители и подписчики канала. По-прежнему я продолжаю прохождение игры Альфа Протокол. И, как я понял, мы уже практически приближаемся к финалу. И даже сама игра нам об этом намекает. Финальная операция. Проникнуть в Альфа Протокол. Ну и чует моя чуйка, что именно на этой миссии мы спалимся и нас схватят. Хотя, кто его знает. Так, разведданных мы взять не можем. Обидно. Значит, сдайтесь Шону Дарси, позволив захватить себя. Выдайте ему перевести вас в Грейбокс. Далее вы можете действовать на свое усмотрение. Однако постарайтесь до сдачи завершить все начатые дела. Это ваш последний шанс действовать в качестве свободного человека. Понятно. Ну что ж, начинаем. Итак, выбор куратора. Выбрать куратора для последнего задания. Объект убит. Да. Увы. Ну и ладно. Она и так была страшной бабой, без нее будет лучше. Альбатрос, репутация 0. Стивен Хэнк, репутация 4, приязнь. Ну, давайте выберем его, надеюсь, он нам поможет.
Did you take care of what you had to do?
Everything's in place. How about you?
It shouldn't be much longer. This better work, Mike. If it doesn't...
Goodbye, Meat. Mind if I sit here?
Go ahead. It'll save me from having to call in the squad. All done running?
Never was.
Yeah, well, whatever you call it, I'm here to bring you in. Glad you're not making a fuss about this.
I called you, remember?
Так, проникнуть в Альфа Протокол. Завершить начатое. Куратор Стивен Хэнк. Репутация 4, приязнь. Так, дополнительная особенность. Нечестные приемы. Так, проникните в штаб Альфа Протокола и завершите свое задание. Вам потребуется по-настоящему поднапрячься. И, возможно, пустить в ход оружие. Но что поделаешь, ведь ценой вашего проигрыша может стать Третья мировая война. Ну да, ну да, ну да. Так. Значит, Йенси, Дарси доверять, понятное дело, что нельзя. Хорошо. Ну, с Богом.
So, here we are, Agent Thornton.
Guess you can go home again.
If by home you mean prison. Mr. Westridge first spoke to you in this room, didn't he?
Interrogated, actually. It's a really dull conversation.
When he asked you why you volunteered for Alpha Protocol, do you remember what you told him?
I want to serve my country.
And you think by being assigned here is the best way to do that?
Give me a mission and I'll prove it.
Was it all you expected, Mike? Looking back, was it all worth it now? You'll have to excuse me, but I asked for this next part to be recorded for posterity. I wanted to make sure it's captured perfectly.
It was worth it. I'm gonna see this mission through, Leyland. Henry. I'm gonna see you arrested for those people you killed and see that Halbeck answers for its crimes.
Really?
Count on it.
All right, Thornton. I think you misunderstand me. You see, I'm not here to gloat. I'm here to offer you a deal.
I'm not giving up the film footage, see?
I don't care, Mike. That's a separate appointment in my calendar. Right now, we're discussing you and Halbeck.
What are you talking about?
If you stay here, it isn't going to turn out well for you. The best you could have hoped for was to be captured by Alpha Protocol. Then they can erase you quietly. To me, that seems like a waste of talent.
Really?
Really? Do you know why I used you in the first place?
I'm I'm all ears.
Because I recognize an asset when I see it. That is the reason Hellpeck is where it is today, and why our numbers are so high. It's also why Mr. Marburg chose to work for me. It's because I recognize value, and I reward loyalty.
You're offering me a job.
Mike, you already work for me. I just like to make it official. We have an excellent insurance package.
What makes you think I'd even consider that?
Because you can't go back. Those Marines you killed in Moscow. No American agent gets away with that in the end. You're not pretending to be a rogue agent anymore. You are one. They'll execute you. Me, I have a different perspective on the situation. I know what you did needed to be done to achieve results. It's a rare quality to find someone willing to think outside the box.
I still haven't heard your terms yet. And it sounds like you've made this offer before.
This was the same talk Marburg and I had a long time ago, although I didn't know his agency connection when I hired him. You're a special case. I was able to recruit right from the source. So, a few things. One, you're going to be executed at worst, or at best, spend life in a CIA prison in Eastern Europe. Two, this will be the last conversation you will have with another human being. And three, it really wasn't my fault that this whole situation happened, but I think you already recognize that.
I'm listening.
Mike, your government needed my contracts. They hired me to build this place, and worst of all, they created you.
Worst of all?
Yes, because when they create programs like this, there's no accountability. And when people never have to answer for the things they do.
People need to be protected. Sometimes it's necessary.
No, it's not. You're sitting in a cell because of it. Your life over. Because of something they did, they'll never have to answer for. I can fix that. We can fix that.
How?
Make them accountable. I don't need Alpha Protocol anymore. It's going to be shut down, sanitized. But if selected footage reached the world about its presence, well, that might be the best for all parties.
What? So you can make new hostilities, drive up sales?
My role in this is already protected. You got my missiles back. Shahid is dead, and all your operations in Taipei, Moscow, Rome, it didn't change anything. I can give you freedom, a new lease on life, even a villa of your choosing anywhere in the world. All I need is your cooperation. So, is it a deal or not? A future or no future at all?
I've given it careful thought. Forget it. I'm never working for you. You and Alpha Protocol aren't getting away with this. I'm gonna drag you out into the light.
Disappointing. Although, one last thing I'm curious about. Since you have every angle covered, what happened to that footage, Mike? The one of the airliner you had in your possession.
It's safe.
Oh, you mean with Scarlet?
What?
You mean safe with Scarlet. That's who you gave it to.
I didn't say that.
No, she did when we asked. She's here, you know. She was resistant at first, but, well...
Bullshit, you don't have her here. She'd run circles around you.
Perhaps both of us. I'll have her tortured if I have to, make no mistake about it. Who knows what sorts of secrets she could reveal. But enough about her. You've lost. All your efforts for nothing. You can't stop us.
If you say so. Who am I to contradict you?
You're a confident man, Agent Thornton, but there's no place for you to run now. Soon, all trace of this facility will be erased, and you along with it. After all, it never really existed in the first place.
Leyland?
What is it?
I haven't forgotten my mission. I'm gonna see that you answer for what happened to the people on that airliner. And only I'm leaving this place alive.
Amusing.
Not really.
Well then, you'd best get to it, Mr. Thornton. You have an hour. I look forward to your efforts.
Так, дела у нас плохи. И что же мне делать-то?
Agent Thornton.
allowing yourself to be captured, making us go through the effort of bringing you here. Well done.
I don't like to brag.
You have little to boast about, even if you were so inclined. Well, I confess I'm disappointed things ended like this. I was hoping to convince you to work for us. If not Halbeck, then the VCI. But that would depend on you.
Yeah, and I was hoping you might kiss my ass. But it looks like that'll have to wait for another hour or two.
That's very amusing. I don't expect I'll see you again, Agent Thornton. Your mission ends here.
Doc will be along in just a bit to administer your meds. Nice knowing you, Thornton.
Psst. Hey, Mike.
Steven?
No, the ghost of ass-kicking's yet to come. I'm on my way. Oh, and there's a guy coming your way who looks like he wants to violate the Geneva Convention all over you. You might want to take him out first.
Yeah, I'll do that.
What the hell is going on in there?
Hey, good to see you again.
Отлично.
Oh, so you started the party without me.
Good to see you, Steven.
Отлично.
Thanks. Мы опять вернулись туда, откуда начали. Супер. Global Monitoring Center. Got it.
What the hell was written on that guy's shirt? You're not getting far. I'll be watching you.
Ну уже, давайте, подходите все. Кто хочет?
Come out wherever you are.
Отлично. Забираем все, что дают. Так, что нам дают еще? Всякие остальные плюшки. Отлично. Деньги.
Damn, which one? Looks like I've got a message. Big one. The hell are all these files? Recordings?
Agent Thornton, I have been attempting to reach you, without success.
Oh man. I've been preoccupied.
I am calling to warn you, and to ask for your assistance. After the attack on President Sung, we analyzed the camera footage from the security systems and from news crews attending the rally. This footage is attached. The woman you were traveling with, Scarlet Lake. Do you know her well?
Uh-oh.
We have several recordings that show her with a sniper rifle at the rally. She was well hidden, but she was unable to mask her presence entirely. She is the one who attempted to assassinate President Sung. Do whatever checks you need to do on the footage. We are convinced of her role in this. She must answer for this. But we have been unable to find her or reach you. I do not believe you had a hand in this, Agent Thornton, and I trust you will do what is right. But if you are responsible, there is nowhere you both can hide from me.
Отлично. Ну, в принципе, я так и догадывался, что наша Скарлетт та еще темная лошадка. Но я надеялся на лучшее. Ладно, как бы то ни было. Что ж, будем ее искать. Так, а пока нужно вырубить сигналку. Бегом. 4, 5, 6. Отлично, пока все тихо. Но это только пока. Кто там еще? А, вон оно что. Отлично. Теперь все спокойно. Пойдем уже к взломанной сигналке и вырубим все. Отлично. Новые записи к альфа-протоколу мне пригодятся. Да вы задолбали. Так. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ладно, не вышло. Еще одна попытка. Раз, 2, 3, 4, 5. Взломано. Так, производим очередной взлом. Блин, что-то я совсем сейчас с этими кодами запутался. Ладно. Так, стоп. Израсходован 1 эми. Ладно, как скажете. Сломать сейф. Да, ё-моё, давай. Я все равно взломаю. Блин, 10 секунд. Да шо ж такое? Да. А, ё-моё. Шо ж так не везет? Что ж такого важного-то в этом сейфе? Отлично. И все, только ради этого я так... Ну ладно.
Scarlet,
Mike, what are you doing here?
surprised to see me?
Actually, yes. Mostly because I don't know where here is.
Didn't Halbeck bring you here? Or your pal Leyland?
Mike, what are you talking about?
So when were you planning to tell me about you and Sung?
I'm sorry?
About you and Sung? And your sniper rifle?
Mike.
Well, I'm hurt. I really am. I went to all that trouble in Taipei when trouble was right beside me all along.
Yes, I was hired to kill Sung. Of course, you prevented that, so you should congratulate yourself. It's the reason that Leyland has me here. It's the reason he's not going to pay me.
So sorry to hear that.
It's business. I knew the risk. I didn't know you'd become involved.
You could have just taken me out of the picture.
That's not how I work, Mike. You were never part of the job, and I don't do collateral damage.
How long have you been an assassin? Is it because of what happened with your mother?
Since I was 14. Photojournalism's not my full-time career. Of course, I guess you were always honest with me. And to think I didn't believe you when you said secret agent.
It's not my full-time career either.
I tried to tell you at the hotel, Mike. I wanted to tell you. I'm sorry.
I don't want to kill you. I'm tired of people I care about dying or running away from me. And I guess I'm still hoping you see this was a mistake.
Mike, if I had known...
It's part of the game. So you haven't been paid.
Not yet. But I know when someone starts backpedaling out of a deal. You can smell it.
Then I could let you go, or you can try to sell your account. With my help.
How do you know I won't try to kill you?
I don't. Let's just say I'm going on instinct here. And I trust you that far.
That's a lot of trust.
I need all the friends I can get to get out of here. And And if you're as good as I think you are, having one of the world's best assassins on my side could even the odds.
All right, Mike. You've got yourself a deal.
That's what I wanted to hear.
I'll get the footage and meet up with you. Mike, be careful, all right? I'll be all right. Go on ahead.
Так, ладно, мы встретили нашу Скарлетт, но вместо того, чтобы ее убивать, мы ее, как бы сказать, пощадили. Ну и заключили с ней сделку. Надеюсь, эта сделка будет успешной.
I guess they're scrubbing the evidence clean, and you along with it.
Все плохо. Все всегда очень плохо. Пора отсюда сваливать. Кто бы мог подумать, что мы после всего произошедшего с нами вернемся в то же самое место, откуда начали. Встаньте в меня. Сложно. Да я бы с радостью помог. Знать бы еще где-то. Это было бы все вообще отлично. И как же я узнаю, где она? Либо сюда, либо туда. Ладно. Так, взлом компьютера. Так, комп. Не подведи меня. Так, первый пункт. Есть, успел взломать. Лечимся, разумеется. Так, все, тут нам больше делать уже нечего. Как скажете. Отдыхайте. Отлично. Так, ну и тут больше ничего полезного для нас, как я понял, нет. От тревоги я, пожалуй, бы избавился. Мне ее писк уже, если честно, слегка поднадоел. О. Отлично, успел взломать. Ну да. И опять 25. Так, и куда же мы теперь? Отлично. Подъем, 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 подъем. Так. Главное не попасться опять на камеру.
Mina was in there because she was conspiring with you. Guess she deserved it, huh?
Thank God. I thought I was on my own. I've got a nice view from up here. You go ahead and do your thing.
You're not getting far. I'll be watching you.
Посмотрим. Так, получить данные. Куда мне надо топать? Все, спускаемся. Очередной взлом. Посмотрим, что у нас будет тут полезного. Первый код. Блин, где второй? Есть. Успел. Опять загрузка. Чую я, добром это все сейчас не закончится. Но это ж финал. Что вы рассчитывали?
Hurry and set those charges. Keep an eye out for Thornton. He's still around here.
Так, одолеть Паркера, это без проблем.
I think they've armed the bombs in here. And it looks like you only have a few minutes before the timers hit zero. Mike, you need to shut them down. Those two.
Like the turrets, their tax dollars at work.
Отлично. Класс. Турели, это вообще супер. Получайте с обеих сторон. Давай, вылезай. Вот так.
Like the turrets, their tax dollars at work.
Нас выключишь у всех.
Would you die already?
Что там еще? Очередная турель. Ну, с тобой разобраться не сложно. Противники вроде бы все завалены уже на это.
Yes, I'd like to copy your read-only files. I don't overwrite duplicates.
Система безопасности снимаем.
Oh, I have to kill you to do some blue speed around here.
Блин, где же второй код? Вижу.
Having
Успел.
trouble, Parker?
Я что с ними разобрал. Куда мне топать? Окей. Отлично.
Got the evidence, but I cut off your escape.
Headed to the surface. Make sure you take cover.
I'll circle around and meet up with you topside. Good luck.
Да уж постараюсь сбежать отсюда. Отлично. Давай, лифт, вывози меня отсюда.
Great. Running out of staff. Darcy, get your men ready. On it. Like you won't get by me.
Посмотрим, Дарси. Я с тобой быстро справлюсь, не переживай. Так, у нас очередная загрузка.
close our flight out of here? Waste of a missile, but it seems like everybody on this island is trigger happy. Head for the wreckage. I asked the pilot to bring me a resupply in case Leyland refused to pay.
On my way.
Почему все не так круто, а? Все всегда плохо. Во всех играх у нас всегда все плохо. Валим отсюда.
Hey, Mikey. Good to see you. Glad you made it out here to our live fire range. No more practice runs for you. This is the real deal. Keep him busy. I'll be back in a second.
The only way out is through here. Come on now. Looks like it's over. Come on, you gave more trouble when he first showed up here. Yo, Mikey! Come on, he's just one guy.
Гранат это плохо.
Got some for you.
Вот так вот. Ну все, Дарси. Осталось только с тобой разобраться.
Coming your way.
Что, получил в лобешник? Давай, высунься. Вот же сволочь. Зашибись, 3 гранаты разом. Уже чуть-чуть осталось. А ну ёлки-палки.
What's going on, Mike? Do you need help?
All done here. Just had to settle things with a colleague.
I stashed more weapons and ammo on the chopper. The one that had the missile accident. Get to it, see what you can recover.
Knew Darcy would fuck this up.
Все, теперь можем спокойно валить дальше. Мне пофиг на остальных, я топаю на место крушения.
Anything at the crash site?
No, just another helicopter.
Ё-моё, сколько вокруг. Так, гранатомет это, конечно, круто. Но это потом. Так, вертолет, надо тебя сбить поскорее. Отлично. Давай, подбираем. Отлично, первый выстрел прошел успешно. Шикос. Так, надо еще достать. справишься. Еще чуть-чуть осталось, еще чуть-чуть. Блин, где же мне еще достать эти ракеты? Вижу. Ага. Ё-моё, когда ж ты уже выдохнешься? Конечно, не попал. Не, это издевательство. О, уже все хорошо, уже горишь. А раз горишь, значит, все будет отлично. Так, отлично.
Picking up a boat approaching the island. I think someone's about to exit stage left.
Must be Westridge's ride. Who's in charge here?
Well, that means you'll know where he's headed, and you can meet up with him. The topside buildings here are all entrances to an underground facility. The structure you see, half a click ahead, that's the entrance to the boat pens.
Так, встретиться с подкреплением. Выполнено. Отлично. Новое задание — остановить Вестриджа. Да без проблем. Это падла мне за все ответит.
You're out of luck, Mike. I'm taking the only route off the island. You know, if you get here in time, I might even let you leave with me as a prisoner.
Кое-как успешно продвигаемся вперед. Хотя, если честно, эта миссия уже как-то слишком изменилась. Пора уже со всем этим кончать.
Nice job, Mike, but I can't let you leave with that data. Give up now, and we'll go easy on you.
Fuck off, Westridge. Just make sure you don't run away before we get to chat.
Take him out.
Отлично.
Your target. The bays are filling up. There's not much more time.
Less nagging would help.
Then get to the killing.
He's camped out in the control room, and he's got his buddies covered.
Watch out!
He's camping. I suggest you get to one of the upper catwalks and then wait for the shot.
Keep the water flowing. It shouldn't be long until we can launch the boat.
Вот так вот.
Your attention.
If you're gonna kill me, then do it.
I'm not sure I want to. Yet. I guess I need some closure. I couldn't have made it into Alpha Protocol if you hadn't chosen me. What I want to know is why.
I needed someone who could kill Shahid, get the missiles back, and keep their mouth shut. I needed someone I could trust.
You trusted me to be a tool? I didn't know you were grooming me to take your place.
Everyone serves somebody. If not someone, then they serve the greater good. Either way, it means sacrifice. I had my orders. We carry them out, send out agents, and we don't ask why. Say what you will. You had what it took to get the job done, and then some. That's why you were selected.
It was my life.
What life? You knew the odds going in. You wanted to serve your country. Well, this is it.
If I stayed in the program, I'd have ended up like you. Or worse, like Parker. Then someone would have come along who owes one of their corporate buddies a favor, Halbeck or someone else. And we get used because we've been conditioned never to ask.
Believe it or not, Halbeck's interests are our interests. We need their technology.
No, we don't. They almost caused a war, and we helped them. For what? To secure some government contracts?
If you're gonna kill me, kill me. If you're gonna ask for your life back, then ask. But don't waste my time.
My life? Now, how did you put it? Yes. What life? It was my choice to sign up for Alpha Protocol. Now I see where it leads.
This program is all you know, Mike. Leave it, and you have nothing. Really, what are you gonna do? Get revenge? Expose the agency? Or maybe you came back because what you really needed was another mission.
My goals are a little higher than that. Any last words?
Yeah. Go to hell.
Not the best I've heard, but... That's for betraying my country. Now, for Leyland. Going somewhere?
All right, Thornton. What is it you want?
To see you brought to justice.
Please, Agent, don't be a fool. How dare you hit me?
That's my life. I could keep this up all day. Now, tell me what else I can't do. You think you can give me orders? Think you have control of this situation?
Thornton, hold on. I'll give myself up. Testify, if that's what you want. I can say what happened here, with your mission.
And all I have to do is let you go, right? See, that's where you lose my interest.
I knew you'd be reasonable about
I
this.
suppose you think you've talked your way out of this. I know what matters to you, Leyland. And for the next few years, seeing you drag through courtroom after courtroom and watching Halbeck fall apart is enough for me.
If it comes to that, you mean?
It will. Trust me. All the evidence I have is going exactly where it needs to go.
I think you're in for some disappointment. The government won't allow my involvement with Alpha Protocol to be exposed.
Alpha Protocol? What's that? They'll just deny it exists.
So, where are we headed?
You're asking me? I don't even know where we are now. Sunset seems as good a place as any.
Sunset it is, Agent Thornton.
Pretty small boat. And a lot of ocean to cover.
Don't get any ideas.
I wasn't. Just stating the facts.
Sure.
I was. Why does everything I say have to be taken out of context?
Oh, please. You've been speaking out of context the whole time I've known you.
more setbacks for troubled Halbeck Industries today as Russian federal police uncovered extensive evidence linking the corporation's senior officers to illegal arms trafficking. This setback comes on the heels of a mysterious disappearance of Halbeck CEO Henry Leland, who vanished from his San Francisco office earlier this month. American law enforcement is cooperating with Interpol to locate him. In the wake of Halbeck's precipitous market drop, Russian heavy industry has experienced a sudden surge in weapons manufacturing contracts. Sources within the Russian government tell INN that Russia will be moving away from foreign imports in the coming months. What effect such a move might have on the world economy remains to be seen. A series of coordinated bombings in the West Bank left hundreds dead earlier today, in an attack carried out by the Al-Samad terror network. In a video statement claiming credit for the attack, Al-Samad leader Ali Shahid said that these attacks would continue until Al-Samad's demands were met, demands which include a complete pullout of American troops from the entirety of the Islamic world. The attacks were carried out using a sophisticated new explosive gel, originally developed for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to clear mountain passes and demolish bridges. The gel is largely undetectable to current-generation chemical bomb sniffers, and even dogs will have to be retrained to identify the explosive. Analysts predict that if terrorist organizations like Al-Samad have acquired large quantities of this weapon, they could conceivably attack extremely high-security targets with impunity, at least until updated security measures can be implemented. The Mid-East Unity Conference, currently being held in Riyadh, has been postponed indefinitely in the wake of this tragedy. On the one-month anniversary of the Roman Museum bombing, thousands turned up for a candlelight vigil in memory of the fallen. Leading the crowd was Madison St. James, an American woman who very nearly died in the attack. Miss St. James has become a striking political figure in the previous weeks, having spoken at the EU headquarters in Strasbourg, the US Senate, and the Mid-East Unity Conference in Riyadh. She has called for reforms in anti-terror legislation, citing sweeping human rights violations that are ultimately ineffectual at combating terrorism. Uncertainty still grips Taiwan in the wake of the deadly riots at last month's political rally. With the death toll standing at over 300, concerns have been raised that President Ronald Sung's pro-independence government has become too aggressive. President Sung survived an assassination attempt during the rally, which many critics are calling an attempt to incite a war between Taiwan and mainland China. President Sung has refused to back down in the wake of the attempt on his life, and in a speech made earlier this week declared that his life meant nothing compared to Taiwanese independence. Taiwanese authorities announced the execution of attempted assassin Wen Shu today. Investigators have uncovered no motive for the assassination attempt. A copy of Catcher in the Rye, a novel famously associated with conspiracy theories and secret American brainwashing programs, was found in his apartment, leading to internet speculation that Wen Shu was an American sleeper agent planted to assassinate Sung and touch off a war with China. U.S. government sources have declined comment.